How's it going, guys? I hope you're doing well. This is part 2 of my 2-part series on my trip to Hong Kong. Before you watch this video, make sure you go back and watch part 1. That was very much about my introduction to Hong Kong and very photo-based. This is going to be my second day in Hong Kong, which was a very packed schedule, but a lot more of a mix. Don't worry, there will be a lot of photos to go through, but this was a very packed day. It was my last full day in Hong Kong before I had to head off to my next destination, so I packed in a ton of stuff. So for my last full day in Hong Kong, there's still a bunch of things that I didn't get to in the first day that I wanted to make sure that I accomplished before I left. So here's a list of everything that I wanted to accomplish. Wanted to go to the Victoria Peak and check out Lugard Road. Wanted to finally go to my first Cha Chaan Teng, and it happened to be in Wan Chai. I also did a bunch of shopping in Wan Chai. I wanted to take my first Hong Kong tram, and I wanted to check out a bunch of architecture, the new and old. There's a famous long escalator in Central that I finally wanted to see. I wanted to go to Tai Kwun, which is a historical building in Hollywood. A pretty ambitious amount of things that I wanted to do. Come along with me and see what I ended up doing. I wanted to shoot some Fuji Color 100, which I brought along with me. It felt like this was the right day to shoot it. Contrary to what most people would probably do, which is not shoot it if the weather is overcast, I actually think lower ISO films look pretty good on overcast days. So I decided to throw it in and see how it goes, and I'm very happy with the results. Shot so much the day before that I kind of just wanted to take some pictures, but also really enjoy walking around and exploring Hong Kong Island. Photos weren't the priority, mostly eating was the priority. Something in the last video that I probably should have spoke more to is how much of a killer combo it is to shoot with the X100V and a film point and shoot. It makes everything super easy and compact. Really, it's just a matter of taking shots that I think would look better on film or digital, or choose whichever one that I think looks best. By this point of the trip, I think I'd already shot like 4 or 5 rolls of film, including that roll of Fuji 100, and I still had another leg of this trip where I knew I was going to be shooting a lot more film, so I decided to buy another roll of film to use specifically in Hong Kong. I only brought a handful of Cinestill 800T rolls, and I had shot 2 of them already. So when I was in Showa and Wan Chai, obviously they had Cinestill, they had everything, but What caught my attention was they had this line of film called Cyberpunk. They had a couple different speed variations, but the one that caught my eye was 640t. It's basically like Cinestill, which is Kodak Vision 500, but with the remjet removed. That's what this ended up being too. Absolutely loved the colors. The saturation that came out of them was pretty wild. As someone who loves architecture, like new and old, I was pretty excited to check out the Henderson building. Still under construction and they're putting final touches on it, but the interior is open to the public and you can walk around and it's so space age and really cool. If you've been to Dongdaemun Plaza in Seoul, Korea, it's the same architect, Zaha Hadid. You could see all the elements from that building into this skyscraper and it was just insane. So I was having a ton of fun taking pictures there. I decided to use a roll of Cinestill 400D just so I could get some cool exterior shots, and then also the interior was just beautifully done. I also wanted to finish up my roll of Cinestill 400D, so I took it along the waterfront, and there are a bunch of these yachts that seems like they were doing like boat parties, and they had all these lights all over them, so that really drew me to take some pictures, and I got a couple good results. And then I finally found the long escalator in Central and took that. I got a couple shots I'm okay with, but it was like so crowded and busy, it wasn't really finding the kind of compositions that I wanted. Probably also because I was super hungry. It is what it is. The cool part about the escalator though is that it took me straight to Twai Kun, which is this old historical building. It wasn't open by the time I got there because it was like late at night, but they still had all these public art installations with these really cool lights. I was just having an absolute great time exploring it, checking out the lights, trying to get some cool shots too, but it's such a cool place. I need to go back and get an official tour of it. My last full day of Hong Kong last night, finally getting my Mammy Pancake fill. I found the last location that was open around the time I was looking was back in Wan Chai, so I took the MTR over there, grabbed a banana chocolate chip pancake, which was literally so good, and right around the corner from it was this big sports complex where they're playing futsal and basketball, and I love both sports, so I just found a cozy spot on the bleachers and was just watching and enjoying my pancake, and it was literally so cool. I took a bunch of photos too as my last pictures in Hong Kong. It was really cool to check it out because all over Hong Kong there are these public basketball courts and futsal courts, and it makes me really want to join in on a pickup game next time I'm there. I'm really glad I got to check those out, feel like I was a local, and try to capture some shots of how it felt for me to be there. Hong Kong was just incredible, and the second day there I totally exhausted myself. I probably walked over 40,000 steps or maybe even more. I just wanted to see everything I could, and there's still so much that I couldn't see, so I 100% will be back, and I have a long list of things to check out, things to return to that I'm very excited to see. Thanks for watching this video, and the next couple of videos will actually be from the second leg of my trip, and those videos will be coming along very shortly. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Later.